Is the Great Depression coming back to the US? Before I start this video, let me offer you something. If you're liked and subscribed on our videos, my friends, you get a discount on our services when you come back to us for your financial needs. There is another big offer which I will provide you at the end of the video, so please watch it full, complete. To get that information, you will save tons of money. Coming back to the topic. In the recent times, there's been a lot of talk about the possibility of another Great Depression hitting the United States of America. But what exactly does this mean? And is it something we should be worried about? Now first, let's understand what a Great Depression was. Back in the 1930s, the world experienced a severe economic downturn known as Great Depression. It was the time of widespread unemployment, poverty, and hardship for many people. Banks failed, businesses closed, and families struggled to make ends meet. Now, when people talk about a looming Great Depression in today's times, they are referring to a fear of a similar economic catastrophe happening again. There are a few reasons why some experts are concerned. Number one is the economic instability. The economy goes through ups and downs all the times, but there are signs that the current situation might be more serious. Factors like high levels of debt, fluctuations in the stock market, and uncertainties in global trade can contribute to economic instabilities. Two is income inequality. The gap between the rich and the poor has been widening in the US for decades now. This means that while some people are doing extremely well financially, many others are struggling to make ends meet. High levels of inequality can weaken the overall economy and make it more vulnerable to crisis. Then comes global challenges. The US economy is closely connected to the rest of the world. Events like trade disputes, political unrest, and natural disasters in other countries can have ripple effects that impact the US economy. For example, disruptions in the supply chain can lead to shortages of goods and higher prices for consumers. Technological disruption, important thing. Advances in technology have transformed industries and changed the way that we work. While this can lead to innovation and growth, it can also result in job losses and economic uncertainties for those who are displaced by automation and other technological developments. At levels, both at the individual and governmental levels, the debt has been rising substantially, especially in the US. High levels of debt can constrain future spending and investment, potentially leading to economic instability if not managed effectively. Assets are bubbling. The prevalence of asset bubbles in various sectors such as real estate and stock market raise concerns about the potential for a sudden and severe correction that can't ripple through the broader economy. So should we be worried? While it's important to take these concerns seriously, it is also essential to remember that predicting the future of economy is an incredibly complex thing. Many factors influence economic outcomes, and there's no crystal ball that can tell us exactly what will happen and when will it happen. What can we do or what steps can we take to strengthen the economy and make it more resilient? Well, this might include policies to reduce inequality, invest in education and job training, support all small businesses, and promote innovation and entrepreneurship. Ultimately, whether or not a Great Depression is looming over the United States of America depends on how we respond to challenges we face. By working together and making smart choices, we can build a more stable and prosperous future for everyone. Well, the next Great Depression, if it happens, will have a tremendous impact on the entire world, heavily influencing the way we think and act. As we navigate through this period, there will be a lot of changes to life as we know it today. Now, if you're liking this videos, my friend, can I ask you to please smash the like button. You'll never miss any important information about economy in Canada and North America. Coming back to the topic, how long will this 2030s Great Depression last if something like this were to happen? Well, the next Great Depression will estimatedly start, if it happens, around 2030 and likely last for approximately 6 years until 2036. After the 6-year period of economic decline, it will take roughly 4 years to fully climb up from that low point and get to where we left before the Great Depression began. A lot and likely will change between now and the end of upcoming Great Depression. We expect the world economy to look extremely different than today. There will be many changes that come from the millennial generation as its members spark new and unique ideas. This shift in mindset will automatically bring a change in attitudes, worldview, cultures, and even relationships between nations. It will be a new world with new pressures and new opportunities as well as a bright future. However, that does not necessarily mean that a decade of peace is certain to follow the 2030s Great Depression. With or without conflict, international borders could potentially be redrawn in some areas. While these changes are always subtly happening in the world, more and more noticeable changes will come to pass. Which countries will fare well after the 2030s Great Depression? Or we can also ask which countries will be the most affected. Well, if something like this were to happen, the entire world could be impacted. But almost all countries of all sizes have the potential to prosper following the Great Depression. The nations that will presumably have more healthy economies and enjoy the most economic growth will be those with growing populations, valuable natural resources, and an inclination towards business capitalism. According to these factors, the United States will in all likelihood be the strongest and the most vibrant economy in the world even after the Great Depression. Some other nations such as Russia, Japan, and China may not be so lucky as they are all facing population decline in the future. It is difficult to grow an economy with a declining population. When population declines, both the taxpayer base and the labor force decline. Now, will there be any hope during the 2030s Great Depression? Of course there will be. The most important thing to remember is that it is not the end of the world. It is not the zombie apocalypse pounding at your door. The world has already seen something like this, and they have information how bad it could go if that could happen. You remember COVID-19? It was a new thing, but something like this exactly happened 100 years ago, and it created a havoc globally at that time. But right now we came out of COVID, and it is almost history across the globe. Now, the Great Depression of the 2030s, if it were to happen, will be a major economic downturn that everyone will remember for many, many years to come. But with the right preparation, you will face far fewer problems, allowing you to operate your business and live your life to the fullest. While all these factors warrant attention and proactive policy making, it's essential to recognize the resilience and adaptability of the US economy. Historically, the US has demonstrated a capacity for innovation, flexibility, and policy response in the face of economic challenges. In conclusion, I can say that while concerns about the prospect of a Great Depression in the US are not unfounded, it's important to approach such predictions with caution and context. Continued vigilance, prudent policy making, and a focus on addressing underlying structural issues can help navigate potential economic challenges and foster long-term stability and prosperity. Should you have any questions, please call us back and I will be more than happy to answer your queries. If you do not want to miss any of these videos from us, please subscribe. You will always be updated on whatever is happening in Canada and North America and how will it impact on your family's financial health. Now, offering the appraisal cost, as I always do at the end of the video. If your subject property is at least $2 million and whatever amount of mortgage you seize, we will provide the cost of appraisal until the end of April 2024. Thanks again, friends, for watching this video. Be blessed, stay safe, and see you in the next video with another topic. Thank you very much. See you soon.